much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 81 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is...
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, now Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Houston on the...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And right away, he'll look to throw. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
To Adam Thielen.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
10 at the 45-yard line.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football. Then
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
no doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yard.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brought him down.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Come on. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3rd and 8.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Eason. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, Rodgers. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there, and exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 11 now. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Vikings 21, Colts 14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Ben Gideon on the tackle.
2nd down, here's Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To number 87.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Back now in Indianapolis.
That's the end of
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Vikings 28, Colts 20.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Darius Leonard on the
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to work. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Rodgers pass.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A 7-yard
7 yards the pick up there.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 27. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Number 18.
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And some space here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle made by Bobby.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Eason on second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Eason going to try and throw for it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 35.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 54 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Eason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And got his man, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
46-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
45-yard line.
To throw on second down. Eason. Room to run inside the 40. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Vikings.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. At the 23, it's second and 12.
23-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
A 23-yard run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 48, Colts 34.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
For Minnesota.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On first down, Jacob Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers throwing here. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.